Tahlequah and I are doing an early morning dog walk this Sunday. It's 7:43 and we're already out at it. I'm pretty groggy today and I don't know why. I got over 9 hours of sleep last night. And as you know, I haven't been drinking, I haven't been using pot. I've been completely sober for the past few days. But this morning, my head is fuzzy. So instead of getting out of bed and getting right to work, which is often what I do, I decided I would take the dog for a walk. I think part of the problem could be that I am in pain. Somehow, over the past couple of weeks, I hurt my back. I think it had something to do with building the fence. But my lower back has been in pain for 2 or 3 weeks now, and in severe pain for the last week. Yesterday was especially bad. In fact, last night, I had some of my worst pain in the past decade, I would say. Not of my entire life. I've had worse pain in my life. But last night, I haven't had anything like that in 10 years. There's nothing like experiencing intense, prolonged pain to really get you to appreciate what other people must go through. Man, I become very sympathetic for the struggles of others who deal with this chronic pain on a regular, ongoing basis. Empathy is actually something I've been thinking about a lot lately, because it seems like it's a quality that is rapidly disappearing from the American sensibility, I guess. I feel like it used to be something that we talked about, something that we valued. But more and more, especially in our current political environment, it's a quality that people do not aspire to, they do not practice, and it's just completely absent. There seems to be no empathy in American society, and I think that's unfortunate. I feel like we've lost the ability or the will or the desire to put ourselves in other people's shoes and to think about things from their perspective. We're all different. We all have different experiences, we all have different strengths, we all have different weaknesses, and we all have different points of view. No one person is 100% correct. I know we like to think we are 100% correct, but we're not. And if we're intelligent, rational human beings, we are constantly growing and our attitudes are changing. When I look at myself, yes, the core JD is who he was, 30 years ago when I was in college, but my belief system is markedly different. And that's because I've learned and changed. And this change comes about because I've been able to be empathetic toward other people and other points of view. And I like the fact that I've changed. I like the fact that I've grown, that I haven't stuck in place. I value that. In day-to-day life, I get a lot of shit because I'm centrist. I tend to be centrist. Well, in reality, I'm not actually centrist, but I'm willing to consider things from other people's point of view. I don't just assume that because I believe something that it is 100% true. Yes, it's what I believe based on the facts and experience I've had, but I'm willing to accept that maybe I'm not right and other people might see things differently. In our current political environment, we are so polarized that we automatically assume that people who believe something differently than we do, we assume that they are stupid or evil or just misguided. And that's not necessarily the case. I guess you could call me a Finchian. I subscribe to the passage from To Kill a Mockingbird in which Atticus Finch talks with his daughter Scout, Jean Louise, and tells her that you never really know a person until you put yourself in their shoes and walk around in them for a while.
You just learn a single trick, Scout. You get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view.
Sir?
Till you climb inside of his skin, walk around in it.
And I truly believe that. And I think if we practice that more often, we'd have a much more civil society. But then my ex-wife and others tell me that I am kind of a Pollyanna. I'm too optimistic. I believe that people are basically good. In fact, I go further than that. I think that people are mostly good. No question, some people are assholes, and on any given day, any one of us can be an asshole. But I think, generally speaking, people are good. Now, I do believe that people can be, and often are, inconsiderate. But that's not necessarily a character failing. That doesn't mean they're bad people. It doesn't mean they're assholes. It just means that they're failing to practice empathy. Although I'm pretty good at practicing day-to-day empathy, I'm not perfect, and I don't want to try to pretend that I am. And when I find myself struggling to put myself in another person's shoes, I try to ask myself this question: how would I want to be treated? How would I feel if I were in their situation? And I don't do things like say, oh, well, I would never be in their situation, not me, because that's silly. I ask, what if? What if I were in that situation? How would I want to be treated? And that's all I have for this Sunday. I'm gonna go sit in the hot tub after I finish this dog walk in the hopes that it will improve my back pain. I hope that you have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.